So lately I've been just studying the subject of hope. And I just feel like in some ways hope is like the thing that comes before, like Corinthians says, these things remain: faith, hope, and love. I just feel like hope might be the first part, the predecessor, the very first thing. Because for me, hope is like I have vision for what can be. And sometimes before you can ask God for a specific miracle or change, you have to believe that it can be in the first place. You have to have like a vision in your mind's eye of what might be able to happen. And I just think that like these days there's all this stuff going on and people are upset about the crisis and the virus and everything. And I just think that when we hope in God, it looks different than people who don't know God. Hope for people who don't know God is like, I hope it gets warmer outside. I hope I find something on sale. I hope I get better. And it's like wishing. But for us, hope has to do with the relational. We're related to God. Our hope is based on the fact that we believe He's good. We believe He's a God who has a God of integrity and He's honest. And we believe that He cares. And we believe that He's powerful. And that makes all the difference in the world from people who are just wishing. I just wish, I hope, I cross my fingers, I'm knocking on wood, I want to get lucky. None of that really is biblical hope. Like when you see the people in the Old Testament, it says that the Pharaoh came after Moses, after the Pharaoh let the children of Israel go from Egypt, and he decided to come after them. And the Red Sea was in front of them, and Pharaoh's chariots were behind them. And it was almost like, well, we don't know how to swim. Anybody know how to swim? Are there any swimmers among us? Do we have swimmers? No swimmers. It's like the idea that something could be different than what they imagined is because God is different than what we imagine. The God who's powerful, the God who rose Jesus from the dead, had another option. So where they were thinking we're either going to go through the water and get wet, or we're going to get, Pharaoh's going to devour us, and he's behind us. And in our lives, I feel like we have the same kinds of things. Something like we're hemmed in on two sides. It looks like two bad situations. For right now, it's this virus. Am I going to get it and live? Am I going to get it? Am I not going to get it? And everyone is nervous. And will I have enough toilet paper? But the thing is, when we have relationship with God, He has plans and options and things unfold in ways that we could never have imagined. And that's how the parting of the Red Sea was. Our hope is in God because He has power to do things we didn't even imagine. But we do have hope to believe that He has better plans than we do. So I just feel like in this season of uncertainty, our hope is in God because He is a God who's good. He's a good Father. Not only is He good, but He is powerful. He's not like a nice grandma who wants to take you to the movies and buy you a fish fry, but she hasn't got the money. And she's good, but she's not powerful. And then on other times, the people in our lives that are very powerful, but they don't give a rip about us personally. They don't even know who we are. But God is both powerful and caring, and He has a plan for us. And as today has been declared a National Day of Prayer, I'm just optimistic because God is worth being hoping in. We hope in Him because He has shown Himself to be faithful to us. And if you've never put your hope in God, I just want you to know that it's not the same as wishing. It's God is faithful. God has been good to us so far, and He's going to be with us in this next season. And we're trusting Him, and we're crying out, and we're saying the God of the resurrection is bigger than our dread and bigger than our fear because He Himself is faithful and He Himself is powerful. And for that, we can hope in a really good, this next season, I'm not sure what it's going to bring. I'm going to wash my hands. But I know that He is showing us and teaching us things, and maybe we're going to reach out to our neighbors and be different people than they've seen before because the hope of the resurrection is in us. And in closing, I want to read you the scripture that I think is so powerful, important. You know, when we know God, it's not like TV where there's no hope. We have hope. It says in Hebrews 6:18, it says, now we have to run into His heart to hide ourselves in His faithfulness. This is where we find His strength and comfort. For He empowers us to seize what has already been established ahead of time, this unshakable hope. We have this certain hope like a strong, unbreakable anchor, holding our souls to God Himself. Our anchor of hope is fastened to the mercy seat which sits in the heavenly realm beyond the sacred threshold. Jesus, our forerunner, has gone before us. He is now and forever our royal priest. So we're grateful that Jesus is faithful, and we're grateful that He's deputizing us to reflect His goodness and His faithfulness to the people around us in this uncertain season. Have a great day.